Hey guys! So this video is titled after the question that I get asked the most, and that is how to become a living doll. But before I can give you an answer, what actually is a living doll? Generally, the term living doll is used to describe a person whose physical appearance resembles that of a doll. Now there are many different types of dolls, right? I'm sure you can just name a few out of your head. Now when people comment on me looking like a doll, they mostly refer to a French doll. So especially here in Japan, they are often surprised when they find out that I'm not from France. Despite looking like a French doll, I experience comments like, "Wow, your eyes are so big, just like a doll," or "Your mouth is so small, just like a doll," or "How do you get such porcelain skin, just like a doll?" So I experience comments like this on a day-to-day basis. The thing is that many years ago I didn't understand what this was all about, because I'm not doing this on purpose. I often also hear people chit-chat behind my back. "Did you see her? She just looks like a doll." Just like really tall people often get remarks like, "Wow, you're so tall. Did you know you're tall?" So I think this is a really good example for you to understand this better. Later, when people started to post my YouTube videos and pictures all around the internet, and then also TV started to show them, and magazines and newspapers made articles about the term living doll, but most of the time they introduced it as something highly controversial, something I obsessively practice on purpose. Then I found out that there are actually people who aspire to look like a doll. Then I found out that there are actually people who aspire to look like a certain type of doll using unhealthy measures because they want to do it on purpose and they're not content with their body they were born with, so they use unhealthy measures like restrictive diets or body modifications to change how they look. And there are just less people who happen to just be, like me. And besides looking like a living doll, I want you to know that I'm a person, and I'm all for being honest and real to yourself. I know this sounds cheesy, but it will make you happy. So do it! Now. Sure, a lot of people say that my accent can't be for real. I was born in Switzerland, where they speak Swiss German. So when I talk in a foreign language, it is noticeable that I lived in Switzerland for the biggest part of my life and still speak the language at home every day. How about the pitch of my voice, which is also very often considered to be doll-like, even though I find this to be quite creepy because I've never heard a doll talk. I don't know if they sound like me. Like, how? I started my YouTube channel 5 years ago, just the same time I hit puberty, but still, somehow people thought it is strange for a 13-year-old girl to have a high-pitched voice. So they thought this was an attempt on talking like a doll. As I mentioned before, how do dolls talk? I don't know. But just my voice, and I was still developing back then, and I'm actually still developing. You see, I'm still developing right now. It feels so awkward having to explain things like my face or that I had to go through puberty and I'm still developing. It just feels a bit awkward. Oh yeah. to finish off, Venus Angelic is not a dolly name like some people like to call it. I actually just added the translation of my great-grandmother's first name to my first name when I created my YouTube account. Now, since this is the end of the video, I hope that you understand me a bit more on a personal level. And to answer the title of this video, please be yourself, because only you can do that. Only you can be yourself, and it's just the best thing you can do. And also remember that you don't have to be perfect to feel beautiful or just to be happy. You don't have to be perfect. It's nonsense. Thank you a honey bunch for watching, and see you in my next video. Boop, bye bye, boo.